Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. For today's video, I'm going to be going over 10 things/tips I wish I knew when I started my fitness journey. I feel like this is one of the biggest things I get questions on is tips for beginners. I'm a beginner in the gym and I feel lost, give me some advice. So I figured let's sit down, compile some things that I wish I knew when I started my fitness journey and break it all down for you guys. This is such a busy time of year for beginners in the gym. So many people are going into the gym for the first time. So many people are going back into the gym after a very long time of not being in the gym, which brings me to my first point, not my first tip, just my first point. Please be kind to beginners, to everybody in the gym. You were a beginner at one point. There was a time when you went into the gym and you felt lost and you felt confused. Maybe you were walking around and didn't really know what you were looking for, what exercises you wanted to be doing. Maybe you took a little bit too long on specific movements and exercises with specific machines. So please just be patient, be kind. I know the gym gets busier this time of year, but everybody has to start somewhere. And if somebody starts come the new year or come the holidays, just be kind and be patient. You were a beginner in the gym at one point. So just be kind to everyone around you. I feel like I have to give that disclaimer because I see so many people on TikTok, on Instagram, complaining about the gyms being busier, complaining about people in the gym not knowing what they're doing, but every single person has been through that at one part of their fitness journey or another. And so just be kind because they're there, they're showing up, they're trying to better themselves in some way, shape, or form, just like you are. So just be kind to everyone around you. And with that, we're going to get into the video and go over 10 things/tips I wish I knew when I started my fitness journey. Tip number 1 that I wish I knew before I started my fitness journey is to go in with a program. This is a game-changing tip. I feel like in the beginning when I was first going in, I felt like I knew a lot about exercise. I studied it in school. I played sports my whole life. I was like, I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to put together some movements that I feel like are good for me. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you definitely spend a lot more time in the gym and you definitely takes a little bit longer to start seeing progress because you don't have specific goals when you go in for the day. If you're saying, okay, hey, I wanna go in and I wanna work back and biceps today, there is nothing wrong with that. But if you don't have a specific plan, often your workout isn't structured, you're kind of just picking whatever machine or equipment will be open. Maybe you're not even necessarily picking machines that are for the right body part at first because you're just new to the gym, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But going in with a program, going in with a plan, deciding, okay, I want to work out 4, 5, 3, however many days per week. These are what I want my days to look like, and then get information, whether you buy a program, whether you work one-on-one with a trainer, whether you are taking it off of TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, whatever the case may be, I would say write out a plan, write out a program. So you're going in with a plan that is specific to you and your goals and what you want to accomplish that day in the gym. Because going in and being like, hey, I just want to get a good workout, there's nothing wrong with that, but in the beginning that can be super, super overwhelming. And then you end up kind of just wandering the gym and just picking whatever is open, and maybe it'll take you longer to see your results that way. So I would always recommend going in with a program. It's going to feel so much more guided. You're going to feel, and then you know, okay, going in, all right, I need to use the chest press machine today. And then as soon as you get to that, you'll know, okay, I need to find that in the gym. Where if you're like, all right, what's next? You may just walk around aimlessly and confused, and it may just add to the stress level you're already feeling. Number 2 is cardio is important, but strength training is where you really see the most growth. I know in the beginning of going into the gym or going back into the gym for the first time, cardio is something that we feel so incredibly comfortable with. We feel comfortable on the cardio equipment. You know you can get onto the treadmill, you can get onto the Stairmaster, and you can get a good workout in, get a good sweat in, and you also know that there is no way for you to mess that up. Where if you're walking around on the floor, you're trying to use machines and equipment that maybe you've never used before, it's incredibly intimidating in comparison to going onto a cardio piece of equipment. So while yes, cardio is so important, it is also so important to prioritize strength training. It is so important to have a program that encompasses both strength training and cardio, because no matter what your goals are, weight loss, weight gain, muscle gain, both of those things are going to be super, super important. You're always going to be wanting to do cardio to take care of your cardiovascular health, to take care of your heart, to take care of how you feel mentally, to make sure that you are keeping some of the extra, like, quote unquote fluff off, but you also really want to be making sure that you are taking care of your muscles, keeping them strong, keeping your bones strong, putting on muscle, and making sure that you have that nice lean physique, as well as losing the weight at the same time. So both of those things go hand in hand together, especially when you can be when you are a beginner in the gym. Doing cardio is very comfortable, but those two things need to work hand in hand. So that's why going in with a program that encompasses both is going to be so crucial in the beginning. Number 3 is wear whatever the heck you want and whatever the heck makes you feel comfortable in the gym. I could scream this from the rooftop. Wear whatever the heck you want in the gym. There is no reason that you can't wear anything that you want. Obviously, you have to wear clothes. But outside of that, you can wear literally anything you want in the gym. If you feel comfortable in a baggy sweatshirt and baggy sweatpants working out, wear it. If you feel comfortable in a t-shirt and shorts, wear it. If you feel comfortable in a sports bra and leggings or a sports bra and shorts, wear it. There is literally nothing wrong with wearing whatever you want and you feel comfortable with in the gym. I know in the very beginning for myself, I felt like I couldn't wear a sports bra and leggings until I was fit enough, in shape enough. I didn't want to be wearing it if I didn't think that I knew what I was doing. I didn't want to be oh, that girl's dressing like she knows what she's doing, but then she's walking around clueless around the gym. I was so nervous to be judged. Wear whatever the heck you want. There is no reason why you can't wear a sports bra and shorts in the gym if that's what you feel comfortable with, because guess what? I genuinely believe that when you look good and you feel good, you have a good workout, all of those things correlate. When you are wearing an outfit you feel confident in, you're that much more likely to want to go to the gym, to want to get that workout in, because you're wearing an outfit you feel confident in. And if you feel confident in a sweatshirt and leggings, then wear that. There's nothing wrong with that. Wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't wear something in the gym because you're aren't supposed to be wearing that. If it makes you feel comfortable and it makes you feel confident, that's what you should be wearing in the gym. Number 4 is rest days are beneficial. I think this one is so important. It is something that I know when I first started my fitness journey, I did not take advantage of enough. I would be the type of person that would want to work out 6-7 days every single week, maybe give myself a day for rest and recovery. And it's something that eventually led to injuries. It's something that eventually led to me just feeling super run down, super fatigued. Rest days are so important and so beneficial. They actually can be just as beneficial as going to the gym and getting a good workout in, because while yes, it's such a good feeling to go to the gym and crush a good workout, whether it's cardio or lifting, whatever the case may be, it is also such a good feeling to give your body that time to rest and recover. So then the next day you can push yourself in your lift, in your workout, the next day. I know there's so many times that I didn't take a rest day when I felt like I needed it, and then I would still go and work out the next day and my workouts would be awful, but I was well, at least I did something. But if I would have just rested, my workout would have been that much better, because your body needs that rest and recovery time. At the end of the day, lifting, working out is literally tearing your muscles apart. That is exactly what you're doing. You are ripping them apart. So they need that time to put everything back together, to stitch themselves back together, to get stronger, but then also give you that time. If you are walking around limping all the time 24/7 because you are so sore and you never let yourself recover, that's not a good indicator of a good workout. It's a good indicator that you're not letting yourself rest enough. Soreness is not always, it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just something that also comes with lifting. It isn't something that you should be experiencing 24/7 and never giving yourself time to rest and recover and lay around the house. There is nothing wrong with taking 2, 3, 4 rest days a week if that's what your body needs to recover. They're just as important as going and pushing yourself and exercising. Tip number 5 is stretch. Please warm up and cool down. Oh my goodness. I literally did not start doing this until the past year, a genuine good warm up and cool down, where I take the time to prep my body for the work that is ahead and then cool it down and stretch and foam roll and recover before just sprinting out the door. I know it can be super difficult sometimes when you are on a time restraint, that you're I'm going to get in, get my workout done and leave, but your body is going to thank you. It's going to recover that much better when you warm up properly, when you prime your body and your muscles for the work that you have ahead. You are also going to lift that much heavier because your body is ready and prepped for the work that you are doing that day, and then you'll get a good workout in. And then at the end of it, you can't just lift really heavy and then run out the door and go about your day and not expect to eventually start to see injuries and fatigue of those muscles and of those joints that you have been working and putting so much stress on. Your body needs that time to recover, to foam roll, to roll out the areas that are feeling super tight, to stretch those, and just literally bring your heart rate back down to a normal level before you sprint out the door, especially now in the freezing cold weather. Your workouts and your results are going to be amplified that much more when you take the time to properly warm up and cool down, and take the time, even like at home, when you're sitting at home watching TV, sitting on your phone, scrolling on TikTok, stretch your body out. You are going to be so thankful for that. Your flexibility and mobility are going to increase, which is only going to lead to better workouts in the long run. The next one is, if you are hungry, eat. This is so incredibly important and something that you guys know I struggled with a ton in the beginning of my fitness journey. I had a really tough relationship with food and with exercise in the beginning of my fitness journey. I would literally force myself when I was hungry to like drink green tea instead of eating, because I didn't think that I needed to eat at that time that my body was telling me it was hungry. So I just beg you, if your body is hungry, if you are getting hunger cues, eat. It is so important to listen to your body. Your body knows how it feels, and maybe one day you are hungrier than another, and that's okay, especially with working out, with lifting, with doing cardio. You're going to increase your appetite. You're going to be burning more calories throughout the course of the day, which means you're going to need to be eating more calories throughout the course of the day, because that's what your body needs. That's the fuel. Food is literally fuel for your body, and your body needs that in order to be able to live, in order to be able to be happy, in order to be able to get good workouts, get stronger, see progress and results. Your body needs food. You don't need to earn food. I think that is such a big thing. Your body, you don't need to earn food. If you didn't work out today, that doesn't mean that you don't deserve to eat, or you should eat that much less because you didn't work out today. Your body still needs fuel. Your metabolism is still going whether you are working out or not. So you need to fuel your body. If you are hungry, eat. There is nothing wrong with eating food. You should just eat when you are hungry, stop when you are full, listen to your body's hunger cues. Tip number 7 is supplements are not necessary, but they could aid in your progress. I think that this one is really important because you see on so many social medias, all of these influencers are talking about supplement brands that they partner with, supplements that they take, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Before I got pregnant, I was taking a bunch of different supplements. I was taking pre-workout, I was taking pump, I was taking protein. Now that I'm pregnant, I really haven't been taking any of that. Most of it is not really advised for pregnant women. There are tons of brands that are, I just haven't really found one that I love yet. So I've kind of stayed away from them altogether. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with taking supplements, but they are certainly not necessary. First off, it's definitely a financial commitment. They are expensive. They are something that you are going to, especially most of them are a month supply. So it's definitely something that you're going to have to re-up on fairly often. And if it's something that you enjoy doing, do it. I loved taking pre-workout. I loved taking pump. I felt like I got really good workouts, and I also just enjoyed like the experience of doing it before my workouts, so I kept doing it. But it is definitely a financial commitment and something that is not necessary. There are definitely supplements that could maybe aid you more than others. Pre-workout and pump are more just for that like energy and getting that like pumped feeling. Protein, on the other hand, is a supplement that kind of fills in the gaps of things that you may be missing through food. Like let's say you're not getting in enough protein with actual food throughout the course of the day, which most people do not. A protein supplement could be a really good way to increase your protein intake, which is going to help put muscle on, lose weight, the whole nine. No matter what your goal is, protein is a super important thing to be taking in, and so a protein supplement could help in that. But it is not necessary. Tons and tons of people reach goals without taking a single supplement. So it could aid you in the process, but it is certainly not necessary to reach your goals. Tip number 8 is don't compare. Everybody's journey is so different. Especially now with social media, this one can be very difficult because like I said, you're following influencers, you're following content creators who are putting out things online. You're seeing people at the gym with these cute outfits and you're comparing yourselves to those people, to how they look, to what their workouts are doing. But at the end of the day, you could be comparing your day 1 to someone's day like 1010. You have absolutely no idea where they are at in their journey. Like I said in the beginning of this video, everyone was a beginner at some point throughout the course of their journey. Everyone was a beginner at some point. And so comparing yourself to somebody who's maybe been doing this for years or months is really doing more harm than good. This is your journey, and everyone's process is entirely different. If every single one of us did the exact same workouts and ate the exact same, we would all still look totally and completely different. And I think that that is so important to point out because, well, we can't help it. We see people online, we see people on social media, and we're like, oh my God, that's amazing. I wish I looked like that. Her workouts are awesome. I wish I could look more like her. We can't help it. That's human nature. We're going to compare yourself, but just remind yourself to try not to compare. You are on your own individual journey, and everyone's process is so different. Everyone has gone through ups and downs throughout the course of their journey, and at the end of the day, you could be comparing your day 1 to someone's like year 5, and so you really don't know. You really don't know what that person has been through, and so it's really important to just focus on yourself, focus on what you've been going through, your personal journey. That's how you're really going to grow and see progress. Comparing yourself is just going to hinder your ability to really grow. Tip number 9 is one quote unquote bad day, week, or month does not ruin your progress or define you. This is so important because, like taking a rest day, this is something that, especially during the holidays, can be incredibly difficult mentally for people. I think that when we get into the holidays, when we get into this time of year, when we get into the summer, and people are not in their traditional routine, it's super easy to be like, oh my God, I had such a bad week, such a bad day, such a bad month. My progress is ruined. I'm not going to see the results I want to see anymore. I'm going to lose all of the muscle. I'm going to put weight back on. And that's not necessarily the case. This is a journey. This is your life. I always say it, but it's so important. It is so true. This is the rest of your life. So yes, maybe it's just starting now. Maybe you're at the start of your life, but this is something you are going to be doing, hopefully, for the rest of your life. And so throughout the course of your life, there are going to be things that throw off your routine, whether it's vacations, whether it's holidays, whether it's having a baby. There are going to be things that are going to throw off your quote unquote normal routine, and that doesn't mean that you lose all of your progress, and it certainly doesn't define you. If during the course of the holidays you do drink a little bit more than you're used to, or eat a ton of snacks or a ton of desserts and pastries that you don't typically eat, that doesn't define you. That doesn't ruin your fitness journey. It's just a part of your journey. And if you just enjoy those moments and work out when you can within those moments, eat healthy when you can within those moments, and then get right back into your normal lifestyle once it's over, there's nothing wrong with that. 1, I promise you, you are not going to see any difference with how you look. And 2, you're going to be mentally so much happier if you stop putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect 24/7, because nobody is perfect 24/7. Going out with our friends, getting drinks, enjoying the holidays or vacations are part of life. It's something we all should be doing. And if we get down on ourselves every single time that it happens, we're just going to do more damage mentally than anything else. And so if we're just patient with ourselves and we remind ourselves, this is just a season of life. It's the season of life we're in right now. But in 3 days, in a week, we're going to be able to get right back into our normal routine where I make good choices. Then that's so important, because that's what really matters. It does not define you to have a couple days of quote unquote bad habits. Last but certainly not least, there will always be room for improvement, but celebrate your accomplishments. Actually, one of you guys put this in, and I literally love this because it is so true. None of us are ever complete our fitness journey. None of our fitness journeys are ever done. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is our life. It's something that we're going to be doing for the rest of our life. So there's always going to be room for improvement. There's always going to be something that we want to work on. Maybe one of your goals was to lose 20 pounds, and then you're going to lose the 20 pounds. That doesn't make your journey over. There's always going to be something that you want to improve on next. Maybe now you want to put on 10 pounds of muscle. Whatever the case may be, there's always going to be the next thing. Maybe you want to hit a PR for a barbell bench press, and then you hit that, and then you're going to be like, all right, I want to go up to the next PR, and so on and so forth. There's always going to be something you want to improve upon, but it is also so important to not take away from all of the growth and all of the progress that you see on a day-to-day basis, all of the improvement that you have made throughout the course of your journey. It is so important to celebrate those moments, because it can be really easy to compare yourself and to say, look at all they're accomplishing, what am I doing? It is so important to celebrate what you are doing. Celebrate those moments for yourself, being proud of yourself for hitting that PR, for losing the weight that you want to lose, for putting on the muscle, dropping body fat percentage, just being consistent and healthy, whatever it is for you. It is so important to celebrate those moments, because there are always going to be room for improvement. Every single person has room for improvement. No one is quote unquote perfect, but it is so important to take the big moments and celebrate them and enjoy them. Post about them, tell people about them, whatever you want to do. You've earned that moment, you've earned that ability to celebrate yourself, and celebrate it for as long as you want. Just because you're working on the next thing, just because you've lost 20 pounds, but now you're working towards putting on 10 pounds of muscle, doesn't mean you can't celebrate forever losing 20 pounds, because that's an amazing accomplishment. So while yes, there's always room for improvement throughout the course of your journey, please make sure you also take time and enjoy how far you've come, how all of your accomplishments up to this point, because it's so important in order to be able to look back and be like, holy Lord, look at all I've accomplished, and look at sure how far I have to go, but look at all I've done up till this point. I am so freaking proud of myself. All right, guys, I am going to wrap up the video here. I feel like all of these things are things that I needed to hear when I first started my fitness journey. They are reminders as you're starting your journey. There are so many things that I am still learning. All of those tips are things that are still good to hear, even years and years after being into this fitness journey. Your fitness journey is accumulation of your emotional, physical, and mental health. There are so many factors to this, and all of them, you have to be focused on all of them in order to really be able to see results. You have to be taking care of your mental and emotional health just as much as you have to be taking care of your physical health. You have to be eating just as much as you have to be getting in good workouts. All of those are so important and such good reminders that I think at the beginning we get like very focused and very like tunnel visioned in on, I'm going to go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week, I'm gonna get really, really good workouts, and we forget about all the other factors that play into what a fitness journey really is. There are so many factors, and taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical health are all part of it to be able to really be able to see growth, to see progress over the course of your life. So I think it's really important to just take the time and prioritize each of those things in your own way. So with that being said, I am going to wrap up this video here. I hope you guys liked this video. If you found it helpful, insightful, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You already know it supports my channel. If you have already, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. If you haven't, make sure you follow me on my Instagram so you can see all the fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.